One day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift from a boy, so what? No, I'm a gangster. And you a what? Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, need crew love.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Hello? All right.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 7 of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
That's an H, man.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated
No,
double teams.
the
He doesn't
line
care
is
at this
just
point.
fucking horrible.
After the sack, it's second
Trust me,
and
if I could
19,
run
and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
like I want to, then I would.
Now Mahomes.
Throw the ball, bro.
He lost the football, and the Lions have recovered. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles.
He was already open, bro.
In as many weeks.
But we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw here. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll try to run it in. Johnson.
Are you shitting me, bro?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
You just do trade everybody.
Kerryon Johnson,
like
his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a penalty marker's down in the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Dancing to his left. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Now it's Mahomes again. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player, How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes now to throw. He's got the hook up with
Oh my God, man.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He may try. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
But I expected.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he stopped immediately there. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline.
Can y'all not fucking cover? Like, at all?
And that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Y'all lack in like every area.
23 yards on
Something,
the play.
I just do not play good with this team for some fucking reason. We need to change something up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Lions now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Are you shitting me, man?
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Try to lay one
Wow.
deep.
Overthrow it.
And a
Thank
shot
you,
taken
Lord.
on 3rd down, unsuccessful.
That really
4th
upset
down
me.
now.
That was my
Certainly
fault,
being
though.
aggressive here. It's like being
That
a
was
sprinter
my
in a
fault.
100-meter dash,
I was trying to get to
exploding
my
down the
linebacker and
blocks,
he
trying to
stopped
push
him
the ball
everything.
downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
This is fielded at the 7. He spins free. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Conley's got it over the middle. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Now a signal in the timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, we do. We'll see. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'll file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll set up a throw. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or two away from making it work.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Underneath for Johnson. Room to run past midfield. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking here for Smith downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. Touchdown, Detroit.
How do you get beat like that, man?
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So all
Playing over the top. Stop that and they
kicks
still get
away.
beat.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Steps away to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
That's
a good start for him.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Shaq Lawson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
Looking to throw. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 49 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw now on 1st down. Space to run past the 20. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Now Johnson, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They get it to him running left. And he is into the
This shit is so cheap. Like, man, I know what the fuck you're doing. I just get caught up.
Great play there. His 9th touchdown of the the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this
That
thing
shit's
up.
like a sure TV
Surprising they
red zone.
wouldn't go for two,
I've never
but
seen
this
it
is
stop.
up and good. And we are all tied at 28.
Even when I bring a corner blitz off it.
Nothing
My guys
separating
can
these two
block
teams on the
that.
scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, the 20.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure.
I'm an idiot. I didn't mean to do that.
Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And that'll set them back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And the kick by Butker is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to...
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one.
This shit is so stupid, man.
Touchdown.
More.
A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the
I can
season,
read it
second of the
perfectly.
game.
Send everybody
And
over
the
there.
Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And one receiver's blocking 3 guys at one
The
time.
extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds
I
up
lost this game
successful.
because I fell on a kick.
Martin the punter now
accident.
out to kick it away.
Sorry, Carol.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it up close to the 35.
Of course,
but hang on
of course.
here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything.
The one time
like
he
this.
didn't
He tried to
throw it
drive
over
that
the top.
football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. They still can't get it. toward
You
the
all fucking kidding me,
sideline.
bro?
Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Left, 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 left!
Here's Hunt. And shedding through the tackle. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go! Blue 45! Blue 45! Slow!
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Are you shitting me, man?
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Oh.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Ready! Blue 45!
They go play action. Now Mahomes being chased out left. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And Detroit getting set to go now. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Sheldon Rankins never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is caught.
Are y'all kidding me, man?
Oh,
I cannot sprint back there to save my life.
A big play on third down for the Lions. 59 yards.
I had to save these timeouts.
A real field flipper there, and all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they try side here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Gone! Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Lions on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss.
This is fucking...
It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll drop the throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 62 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Now Mahomes. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And Detroit getting set to go now. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. Caught here by Conley. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.